y'all. Hope you had a great weekend. Today is May 18th, Mount St. Helens Day. It erupted 40 years ago. This day, kind of crazy. Our goal is that we will be able to tell if two matrices are inverses of each other algebraically. This is not how I typically teach it, but I am breaking it down for you guys. So doing one thing today and I'll do something different tomorrow. And the key for this is you have to be able to do matrix multiplication, and there's still a handful of you that are not 100% sure on that. So either watch the last videos, come to Flex Time tomorrow, get that information down. And so to tell if two matrices are inverses algebraically, if two matrices are inverses algebraically, you multiply matrix A times matrix B and matrix B times matrix A, and if they equal, I have a feeling the pen's gonna die, the identity matrix, they are inverses. And you may be asking, what's the identity matrix? And so I'm going to go purple. The identity matrix is represented with I, and it is a square matrix with ones on the diagonal, so and zeros everywhere else. So the identity matrix is just what I said, a square matrix with ones on the diagonal, top left, lower right. And zeros everywhere else. So in general, it'd be 1 0 0 dot 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 0 1 0 dot 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 0 0 1 dot 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 0 0 0 1. It continues on. It's a never-ending pattern. And if two matrices multiplied together equal this, they are inverses. And do you remember what inverses do? Why we use inverses? And normally we talk about this. Inverses undo each other. So we're going to be using inverses to help us solve matrices. And we're going to learn how to find the inverses. But first, today we're just going to determine if they are inverses of each other. So example, determine, I'm just going to make this example your turn actually. Example your turn. Determine if A and B are inverses of each other. And we ask on a tester quiz that you do multiply A times B and B times A. If A times B does not equal the identity matrix, you don't really need to do B times A. If A times B does, you need to do B times A. So A equals 2, 4, negative 4, 6, and B equals, fractions, nice. 3 halves, negative 1, 1, negative 1 half. And so I'm going to make this a example your turn where I'll do AB. Well, then I guess we'll see if we even need BA. But so I'm going to 2, 4, negative 4, 6 times 3 halves, negative 1, 1, negative 1 half. And I'm going to multiply rows into columns. So 2 times 3 halves. Oh, guys, bad. Well, not really bad, but it should be -2. So make that change. -2 times 3 halves. That would be -3. And then row into column plus 4. And now I'll do -2 times -1. That'll be 2. 4 times -1/2 minus 2. Now row 2 into columns. -4 times 3 divided by 2. -12 divided by 2. That's -6. And 6 times 1. So plus 6. And then -4 times -1. Well, that is 4. Plus 6 times -1/2 minus 3. And so sure enough, it's 1, 0, 0, 1. Okay, so now you try BA, and let's be honest, it really should equal that. But every now and then we make mistakes, so we always want to check ourselves, and I'm going to ask you to do that. Okay, so for BA, let's see. We have 3 halves, -1, 1, -1/2 times -2, 4, -4, 6. So BA equals row into column. 3 times -2, that's -3. -1 times -4 plus 4. 3 times 12, that's 6. Okay, I wrote a 2. 6 minus 6. 1 times -2. Minus plus 2. 1 times 4 is 4. Minus 3. And sure enough, BA also equals 1, 0, 0, 1. So once we have done that, we make our final concluding statement, which is AB equals BA, which equals I. Therefore, identities or inverses. So on your test and quiz, if you're asked to verify algebraically, this is what I want you to do. I want you to multiply the two together. And then you'll make this concluding statement. And if you just say AB equals BA, therefore inverse matrix, you're good to go. But you go ahead and say it's I, which is the identity matrix. Woo! If it doesn't equal the identity matrix, they're not inverses. And this is all we're going to do today. And I think there's 3 or 4 homework problems. So hope you do them. Have a great day. And we'll see you tomorrow.